Can
Yes, I can.
you hold on one
Uh-oh,
second?
now I can't though.
Oh,
Wait, there,
hello?
yeah, there we go.
Okay.
It just came back. Hey
Hi.
there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I
Oopsies.
I I didn't originally plan to be in the car, but life be life, and so I'm still of course excited to share you with everyone and this amazing practice. One of the amazing practices that you share, which is ear seeding. And so I was just sharing with the folks who logged in that we met maybe like 2 weekends ago,
Yeah.
and we were at Remedy, which is in West Hollywood, and it's a beautiful space, super chill as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Same.
you blessed us with some ear seating, and it's funny because I was touching my ears without noticing I was touching my ears. And so this wasn't my first time receiving ear seeding, but this time I feel like I connected with it differently. So I was like, let's bring her on and
Yeah.
share with the people, this amazing practice. It's one of the practices that you share. And so I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself and share some things about yourself as far as the healing modalities that you bring forward.
Okay, for sure. Thank you.
For
Thank
sure.
you for having me. I'm so excited to be sharing this with everyone. My name is Dr. Keiko. I am a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I'm also a doctor of chiropractic, a licensed acupuncturist, and a certified massage
That's a
therapist. So, triple threat. It took a long time to get here, and I'm collecting degrees along the way, but yeah, I am tuning in from the San Fernando Valley in Northridge right now. And like you said, I am working at Remedy Place as the acupuncturist there. So the doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine at Remedy Place in West Hollywood.
Yeah, that's
Yay.
go ahead. We're gonna clap it up for you taking the time and investing in yourself, because I start like sharing my certifications and degrees and all of those things, and it's just like that's investment. That's
Mm-hmm.
self-investment, right? And that's
Totally.
so that you can show up like full for your clients. And I love that you allowed us to, well, first we're talking about ear seeding
Yes.
today, y'all. And I love that you had a picture of the ear. And
Mm-hmm.
what this automatically reminded me of was
Yes.
reflexology, where I think the first thing I saw was you have all of these nerve endings in your feet,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're able to connect differently through the feet to different parts of the body. And so you had an ear there,
Yeah, I
and
actually have that map if I can show
of
everyone.
course,
This is
amazing.
Yeah. So this is the map of all of the acupuncture points on the ear. And so there are a lot, as you can see, right? Like
Right.
so many. Um, and the ear is a microsystem of the whole body, just like foot reflexology. And so that's why there are different points associated with different body parts, different organ systems, different endocrine glands, like everything you can imagine is represented on the ear, just like with the foot with reflexology and also the hands with reflexology as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And
Mm-hmm.
so if someone is new to this, how would you explain it to them in a sense of the benefits of it? Can anyone do it? And could it possibly be that you can just touch your ear? What's the difference between like different ear seeds? Because I know there's like these 24 karat ear seeds, and I'm like, that sounds
Yeah,
fancy.
right.
So what information would you share for like someone who's really new to this practice?
Yeah, for sure. The first thing I would share is that ear seeds are a form of acupressure. So they're applying pressure with the seed. Instead of using an acupuncture needle, there's no puncturing of the skin. They just lay on the surface of the skin, and they allow you to apply pressure throughout the day so you can like gently stimulate them. And for a lot of people who may be scared of needles with acupuncture, it's a great way to introduce folks to Chinese medicine and the modalities, and just being able to take their treatments with them on the go. That's what I really love about ear seeding, is that you can leave them in for 3 to 5 days, up to a week sometimes. You can shower, work out. If they get wet, like, they're totally fine. And then you can take that treatment with you on the go, as opposed to, you get an hour of like Zen relaxing time with the needles in, but what do you do the rest of the week, right? Like, what are you doing the rest of the time for
Right.
life that's coming at you? So I love being able to provide ear seeds to my patients as a way for them to have some autonomy over their self-care, their treatment. They're able to, I love what you were saying when you were saying that you like were just touching your ear, just like unconsciously, because to me that's like the energy is drawing you in. It's telling you like, oh, let's work with this energy, like let's stimulate, let's activate, let's see what we need balancing in. And that way you're playing an active part in your own healing. So I love ear seeds so much. And you did mention there's 24 karat
Of having a 24 karat gold versus just having something that is average or regular or whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so prior to sort of this like modernization of ear seeds and being able to offer things that are a little fancier, like 24 karat gold, we have the Swarovski crystals, like all of these different options. Before, like I'll show you here, these are what we had before. They're like light colored band-aids, right?
Okay.
With a Vicaria seed attached there, and they weren't very inclusive to other skin tones. And so while I was in school, there was an acupuncturist in Sacramento named Dr. Tanisha Dandridge, and she was the first person that I saw who was creating these ear seeds that were more inclusive to different skin tones. And then also there were other companies like earseeds.com that have all of these different like gemstones. So there are certain properties that we're working with, something like 24 karat gold versus a stainless steel. Gold is a more tonifying element. So in Chinese medicine, gold is going to be more tonifying and boosting and energizing, and activating than something like silver or stainless steel, which may be more sedating and bringing down the energy. So it really depends on like what your treatment principles are for someone. Like maybe if they have a lot of excess heat, you might want to work with some silvers and some stainless steels. But also nowadays with these new options with different gemstones and crystals, yes, there are some added therapeutic benefits depending on like what color we're working with, if you want to correlate it with the chakras or any other sort of color therapy as well. But they also look cute. So there's that too, you know?
So it's so funny that you mention that gold is like more energizing and uplifting. I love gold.
Mm,
That possibly explains it. And I learned today just from this conversation, which is what Whole Body Wellness Talks is about.
yeah.
I didn't know that silver and stainless steel were, calming
Mm-hmm.
to a certain extent. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's actually great information. Thank you for sharing that. And I love the gold ones. They were cute. It was funny because people were like, "Is your ear pierced?" And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"No, if they're they're ear seeds, but they
Yeah.
thought that I had piercings in my ear." And so as I said, I connected with them just subconsciously without
Mm,
like thinking about it, and started to rub my ear during those like stressful moments, or the moments that I needed to just like connect with myself and my body. And
okay.
so I'm a birth worker, a full spectrum doula. And I
Mm,
did see in your bio that you share some of this information in a sense of like bringing forward or helping those with fertility issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so for you as a practitioner, um, how actually not even how, but I would say, what are the things that people are coming to you for, to help them to heal from with fertility, possibly women's health,
Mm-hmm.
and how are they able to use ear seeds to assist their own healing? And I'm sorry, we're gonna rewind as
Yeah.
well. That first, when you said that we are consciously um, healing ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
that's what Thick Girl Yoga LA is about. Like bringing
Mm.
forward self
Yeah.
healing, right? Because we have to play a role in it.
Right.
And so I just wanted to acknowledge you saying that, because that's the journey, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that people can understand that they have the power to heal themselves. And so all of that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, as an acupuncturist, as a chiropractor, through all of these roles that I play, I feel like I'm really just a facilitator of healing. Like, I'm not here to fix anything about you. Like, nothing is wrong with you per se, because if you have symptoms that are arising, let's say women's health issues, menstrual issues like irregular menstrual cycles or painful periods or anything like that, your system is just out of balance and it needs a little help to get back to balance. And that's where acupuncture, Chinese medicine, herbs paired with ear seeds for someone to take along with them after the treatment that I'm doing with them, it just pairs well together. They're all treatments that I utilize with my patients in order to give them some autonomy over their care, to empower them to be a part of their healing process, and to really take that step in the right direction to be able to like continue on without having to rely on a practitioner all the time. Like my goal is not to have you coming in every week for the rest of your life. Like I mean I love seeing my patients. Like I just like to chill with patients, but I don't want you coming in with the same complaint over and over and over again. Like I want to help you get to the point where you have the resources and the tools to manage things, or to feel well enough again that you don't need to come in for that assistance. And so, yeah, for me, I've seen patients with fertility issues, with working with PCOS patients, endometriosis. But within Chinese medicine, those Western diagnoses can show up in many different forms in Chinese medicine, patterns of disharmonies and organs that are imbalanced. And so, what we're working with there are an individual's pattern and an individual's presentation of how those symptoms are coming up for them, and not necessarily treating like a Western medical diagnosis of, say, PCOS or endometriosis or even unexplained infertility, because that doesn't tell you much of anything, right? Like, so yeah, it's just a part of the holistic treatment of acupuncture and Chinese medicine that I feel like ear seeds is such a great way for folks to have a tool that they can take with them.
Thank you. That's I think it's crucial for people to know that they just have these options, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they are accessible. And so, how can people find you?
Yeah, well, I'm here on Instagram. If you watch this live and just like message me and let me know who you are, I'm happy to connect. And then, like we said earlier on, I'm at Remedy Place in West Hollywood treating patients. And my email there is Dr. Hamano, DRHAMANO, at Remedy Place. So those are pretty much the easiest ways to get a hold of me. So.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for your time today.
Of
This was
course.
awesome. I'm going to, of course, take that other video and this video and put them together.
Okay, for sure.
But no, I appreciate you sharing this beautiful healing practice, self-healing practice, and I think it's good for us to continue to have conversations like this so that people know that there are different ways to go about things, and there's not just this Western medicine um, pill for, you know, everything,
Mm-hmm.
and that we can really heal from these things that are ailing us. And so thank you for your time
Thank
today.
you
I
for
look
having
forward to
me.
sharing energy and space with you, and have a wonderful
Thank
weekend.
you. You as well.